Hello students, I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to start a new chapter which is chapter number 14 which is humidity. Generally we know that the humidity it means the water vapor present in the air. So whenever we feel a humid climate it means we feel moisture in the air, and this is called the humidity. But what is in the definition? So this humidity it means the amount of water vapor present in the air. Where is the present? In the air at a particular time and place. Why? Because of the temperature. Okay, so this is the definition of humidity. Then how can we measure it? It can be measured by the percentage. Okay, it is measured in percentage, and we know that very well because it is depends on the air. So 0%, or we can say that in the cold dry air, so it is 0%, and if talking about in the hot equatorial region it is 5%. Okay, so this is a percentage. Then second one, in your course this year that relative and this comparison difference between of relative and absolute humidity is not there. We are directly shifting on this precipitation, because only meaning is given in this lecture or in this year course. So we are directly shifting from this part to directly on the precipitation. Okay, so this is the precipitation, the process of precipitation. Now how this precipitation, first of all you have to understand what is the precipitation. Generally the rain, we call that the rain is called the precipitation, but it is not that. Whatever coming from the sky, okay, not in the just like the bomb or like that, okay, whatever coming from the sky in the form of either water, it means in liquid, or either in the form of solid, it means the solid form of the water. So if the water is coming in the form of solid or liquid, this is called the precipitation. Okay, so water in liquid or solid forms of falling to the earth, this is called the precipitation. And how it is in the form? It is in the form of hails, snow, sleet, rain, drizzle. So these all are the common forms of the precipitation. But how these are formed? So process of the precipitation. So what is the process of precipitation? Generally if there is a droplets of water, so how they are directly in the form of moisture. Okay, it is in the form of humidity. So how they are formed? Clouds. So this precipitation process first start from the dust particles. Now what will happen? Now understand, if there is a dust particle, so the small droplets are attached with it in common, that when they are combinedly formed condensation process, then they are forms a cloud, and this is the process of forming precipitation. And this, when they are getting saturated means the fulfilled with this its capacity, then they are in the form of precipitation. So this is also the process of forming clouds. Okay, this is the process of precipitation. And the condition necessary for the precipitation, what are the conditions? So air must be saturated. It means when the air is saturated, then only it starts raining. Then the temperature should be appropriate. So, and the dust particles, so these all are the conditions which is required for this precipitation. Next one, it is the forms of precipitation. We know it is in the form of rain, snow, or hail. What are this difference? So generally the rains are the big droplets, the big drops of the water coming from the clouds, okay, in this from the sky. So this is called the rain. But there are also small droplets which are called the drizzle. So there is a difference between rain and drizzle. So when it is small form or small droplets, then it is a drizzle. But there are the large number of, or the large size of drops, it is called the called the rains. Okay, the next one, it is the snow. You know very well, in the Jammu and Kashmir or in the very hill stations, you found that there are some very droplets. Actually it is also the rain. But when it converts in the crystal form or in the grains form of ice, it is called the snow. And basically it is formed in the winter when the temperature is below freezing point. Okay, it is also the rain droplets. But why? Because there is a condition freezing point, when the temperature is freezing point, which in the winter season, then these drops of water it is converted into the snow. And next one, it is the hail. Now what is the hail? When these hails, so when these drops are very big, okay, when in the form of a very big size, okay, small round balls of ice, it is called the hail. Actually its diameter is 0.5 to 5 centimeter, okay, it varies from 0.5 to 5 centimeter, and they are comes from the cumulonimbus clouds. So this is the hail. Then types of rainfall. The types of rainfall, basically it is of three types: convectional, orographic, and cyclonic or frontal. First of all, the convectional, or the we are called generally the general rainfall. So this convectional rainfall is directly depends on the two factor. What are these? First is the intense heating of the surface, and second one it is the abundant amount of moisture. So moisture and the surface heating two requires. Already in last lecture we have discussed how this that central part of Asia is heating, and the southeast and southwest winds are blowing because of this difference in the temperature. So that's why intense heating of surface and abundant supply of moisture, because of that this type of rainfall. Now see how, what will happen, that this area, when it is the land area and this is the sea area, what will happen, when the warm air is rising up with its moisture, and it will go rise up in this moisture laden place, when it goes a particular position or height, when it gets a condensation process, so then it starts forming a clouds, and when these become saturated, they are coming in the form of rainfall. So this is the convectional rainfall, and these clouds are also from the cumulonimbus type. Because why? Because these types of clouds are responsible for very heavy rainfall. And last time we have already discussed, there is a 4 o'clock shower. Generally it is in the equatorial region. Lightning and thundering is also happening because of this convectional rainfall. Next one, it is the orographic. What is this orographic? So in the Greek word oros means the mountain. Oros means the mountain. And why this the orographic? Now understand. This is the mountain. So when these clouds are coming here, and you know these clouds are having a particular certain height, okay, it are not always it cannot go very high, okay, in particular height it can go. Above it is not, because in last atmosphere chapter we have already discussed stratosphere, if you remember something, okay, so its height is not too much high. So orographic, it means the mountain, so it is depends on the mountain. So these clouds are coming, because of its height it stops here, and they are falling their rainfall here. So this side it is called the windward side. What is called windward side? And this is called the leeward side. So this area is got benefited of this rainfall, and here this rain is very less or no rainfall. So this area it is called the rain shadow area, and this is the rain area, okay. So this is the orographic rainfall. And if there is also one example, if you understand, there is a mountain range, it is called the Aravalli. So here in this part, and here it is the Rajasthan region. So this, why this Rajasthan region is very dry, why it is desert area? Because it also orographic region, because from here when the winds are coming, the maximum rain is only here, only few clouds can go here, and that's why this get rain only 25 centimeter per year. So that's why it is the orographic rainfall. The last one, which is the cyclonic or the frontal rainfall. By the name we can understand what is the cyclones. So last time we already discussed that the front the due to the warm air front and the cold air front, these both are joined together and they forms a circulation pattern, and because of that what will happen, they also laden with moisture. It means the air also having some moisture with it, and they are responsible for the rainfall. So this is called the cyclonic or frontal. Why? Because front, because I already told, mass of warm air and the mass of cold air, they both meet, and because of that this is the responsible for the rainfall, a very small amount of rainfall, but the lightning thundering is also happening here, okay. Sometimes the heavy rainfall also, if the moisture is very high. So this is all about it. But this is in the form of drizzle, but maximum this rainfall it is in the form of drizzle, bundabandi, okay. Then next one, it is the factors affecting the distribution of rainfall. What are the factors? Generally there are so many factors, or last time already discussed. like the heat, same like it is also that the latitudes, temperature, moisture, atmospheric distribution, differential heating of land and water, air masses movement, infantile activity. These so many, but the main are the latitudes, continents and oceans, and mountain barriers. How these latitudes, you know very well, in the earth these latitudes are, and they are getting a different heating, and you know that the rainfall is also responsible or it dependent on the two factors. Last time that before 2 minutes I explained you is that it is depends on the temperature and the amount of moisture. So in the central region of earth the moisture is also very high as well as the temperature is very high, so that's why here in the latitudes there is a very heavy rainfall. 4 o'clock rainfall already we have discussed, and as we move go from here to there the rainfall is decreases. So this latitude is a very important factor. Next one, it is the continent and ocean. Yes, we know very well the earth is also having the 29% land and 71% water. So this 71% water, so out of this the 19% of rainfall occur on this land and 81% is in ocean. So that's why this distribution is also very important. And we also understand that sea breeze, land breeze, these all are the factors which are responsible. So that's why in the land area we are getting only 19%. So how much amount we can get from the rainfall? That's why this is also the factor for the distribution of rainfall. We are not getting a proper amount of rainfall. And the last one, it is the mountain barrier. Just I 2 minutes I given the example of the Aravali here. So here in the region, because mountains also the form barriers, even the Himalaya, this is the Himalayan part region, okay, Himalaya. So in China, the Tibet plateau, they are not getting proper rainfall. Why? Because it is stopped here in the northern part of our India. So that's why this mountain is also barrier for this distribution of rainfall. So these are the simple factors, which is very simple. This chapter is also very simple. Even the half chapter is already omitted for this year, so nothing to worry. It's my kind request, you have to read the book before this lecture, after this lecture, then understand the concept. Go for the understand the concept, and that learn this only the points. Then it is very easy for you. Okay, so you also practice the diagrams. It's my kind request. Thank you so much. If you are still having any problem, दिक्कत परेशानी दुविधा शंका trouble, you just write comment. I will try to answer it. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.